He'll coach him up on that one. Aldrich Roses comes in. It's a 29-yard field goal. 65-yard big play from Barkley. And again, settling for their fourth field goal Marsh, the other 53 there, of course. So now the ball just beyond the 10-yard line. And the roar to try to support this defense. Striking up at MetLife. Quick throw to the outside as Cooper tried to turn the corner. He's able to get 5 yards.
That throw has been there all night. With the way they ran the football, Zeke Elliott has 122 yards. You can get that throw anytime you want to. That's why I've been a little concerned about the Cowboys' offense. As good as they ran the football, the receivers haven't really got going the downfield passing game.
After Cooper's first catch of the night, Lawrence able to stack things up against the deep with Big Tomlinson as well. Randall Cobb has been the chosen target in previous spots like this. He has 3 third downs.
Showing pressure from Prescott's right side, and they're man-to-man coverage.
Here's 3rd and 6. Prescott going deep on 3rd and 6, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper. Flag is down.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Washington Redskins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Kill, kill, kill.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go. 70, Indy, Recon, 132 fighter. Gone. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's put that team on the front.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Haywood.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rip right.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go now. 60 outlaws. It's free.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 70 Indy. Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Now Haskins on first down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th and 1.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Look at me. Zipper now.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Delta.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down. 10 logo.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Big air, big air.
80 weapons.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hard, hard. Hit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox right.
Watch twins. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pull it together. You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, shoot.
Let's go. Let's go.
Off play action. Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check, check. Front.
Leo. Check. Look at me. Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain. A scoreless game. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go.
Jones operating from the gun, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Jones. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Ready? 30 base.
Jones now throwing on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this is Shepard on the catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Rock it. Get it.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a give right side. Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Hey, lock it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Right there.
And watch your leg. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, 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 kill.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is Geis. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Last stop. Last stop.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. X3, 218, chop it. Shoot.
Now Jones going to throw again. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Throwing Jones. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready. 90, Wolf.
Hey. 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Man left. 3 down. Hey, watch 11. Slant.
Recon, 132 fighter. He don't know no better.
Watch out. Shit.
Yo, go. Get it.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And Rosas puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Just like that.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. Watch the screen. Pass.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. And it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a pass hauled in downfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jones to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
Look, squeeze.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Taylor, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Under 10.
They start on the ground with Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, TV, come on.
2nd down, Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the double. 52. Hey, watch the slant. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
It's Geis on the counter, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
58, right over there.
Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now a run with Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Play action. Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Go out.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam.
Check 15. Check. Hey.
Mike.
Hit it.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hard. Defense.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Come on.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over
Replace the win. Let
at their
go.
own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 7. Go. Watch the draw. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Ricky.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor.
Let's bring it. Check it out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
50 seconds to Mike. Who that?
Look at me. Door.
49, check 49, check 49.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready. 18 Gator.
56. Hey, defense.
Fair. Rock it.
Kill. Turn up.
Hey, lock it.
Kill, turn up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Quick dash.
Come. 5. No.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the ground, it's Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From midfield now, Haskins. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run with Geis. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.
Redskins
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.